Wow, it's been so long since I've been here. I almost forgot how to set this up, but I got it. Hi. Yeah, I think I got it. I'm pretty sure I got it. It says I'm live. So anyway, I'm not seeing anybody here, but that doesn't mean I'm not live. So rather than waiting on everyone, you might have to catch it on the replay. Not sure, but anyway, I haven't been on for a while, you guys. So I'm kind of just here to say, oh, there I see you coming now. Good, good. We are live on Facebook. My name is Tammy Neff, and you are on my page called Tammy Loves Vintage. And I have been missing in action here for quite a while. If you remember during my last live sale, I told you it'd be about a month before I saw you. And it's been a couple of weeks. So I can tell you that we had a huge painting job, the four of us. I have 4 girls painting with me now, and so it was a pretty big job for just the 4 of us. And so, hi you guys. So, yay, you're all coming in. It's so nice to see you. Hi friends. Oh, I've missed you all. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing all these names. I see Tammy and Brenda and Rose. Hi you guys. Hi you guys, I see Daryl. Yes, and Jeannie. Oh my gosh, all my friends. Hi, you guys. So, hi Terry. So, yes, I'm a stranger. It's been a while, and I apologize. I know I told you it would be a minute, and it was. But we finished a big job. It was so hot in there. We were working at the Schultz Mansion in Zanesville. It became a rehab, like a women's rehab facility. What's it called? Something Ridge, Cedar Ridge, I think it's called now. And we had done a lot of work in that place for previous owners, a lot of wallpaper hanging, a lot of faux finishing. Hi Sean, hi Marilyn, and hi Mary, hi you guys. And so anyway, there was no, hey Judy, there was no, Norma, hi, no air conditioning, and I had to paint like these huge doors. It was like a sunroom, a big sunroom with windows everywhere. There were like, how many, maybe 12 square panes per panel. And there were like, I can't even tell you how many windows there were. So a lot of trim work. It only took us, let's see, Thursday, Friday, Monday. I think it took us 4 days to do that job. So we really kicked it. I stayed late every night, and then I was working at my little house. You guys know I have my little rental house, and I'm alive, Jackie. Hi, Julie. Yes. So I told you all I was going to be out because when you're painting, you're yucky, your hair's in a ponytail, you're in my paint shirt, and you come home and you get your shower, and you just don't want to redo up for people. So I just kind of crashed, or I would go to our little house and work there. I was just kind of, cleaning up just a little. I mean, the renters did such a nice job at cleaning, and but I touched up some trim paint. It's been 4 years, so I did some work like that. Anyway, that has nothing to do with why I'm here today. Just been really busy. I know most of you knew that. A lot of you, not a lot, but a handful of you messaged me and how's it going and all of that. So, who is that? Debs. Oh, Deb's new again. I'm like, who is that? Hi, Deb. Ann. Oh, good. Hi, Ann. Hi, Debbie. And Deborah. Gee, I have Debs, Deborah, and Debbie all together. Hi, Judy. We're not sure. I'm still talking to Randy about it. He hasn't decided, but I ended up and I painted the whole house. I'll take you guys over and show you. It's empty. There's nothing in there. Lydia, the girl that was renting, left a table. She left some valances that her grandma made that are darling. They're black with white polka dots, and yeah, hi Lynn, hi you guys. Oh, Janet, hey. So anyway, it's adorable. I painted it because I did a faux shiplap wall, the walls on either side of my fireplace there. You guys remember I did the faux shiplap years ago. I just painted it white, and then I taped it off and painted little lines, and it looks so real. It feels real. So I did a couple walls of shiplap there. I did the hallway and an old world treatment. And then I just started painting the walls because those lighter colors were so nice. Hey, Sharon. And hey, Esther. And so I decided to just keep painting. Just call me Dory, right? And keep swimming. I just kept painting, and I got it all done. Randy was out of town, so I was able to stay however late I wanted at night, and however late I could stay awake. Took a couple of days to just work over there, and it's all done. I hung curtains, like my white ruffly ones here that I got on Amazon. I hung the same curtains. I painted it the same, you can't really tell in the camera, but I painted it the same colonial white as my house. I painted the shiplap the same pure white as my house. Colonial white is a Pittsburgh color, and the pure white is a Sherwin-Williams color. And then the only thing I have left to do now is to finish putting the paper, the liner for the cabinets, because I painted all the inside of the cabinets. I kind of redid the whole thing. I just love being there. I like the little place. So next time I'm over there, I'll take you live with me. I think everything's pretty dry and all that. So anyway, my friend Julie, you all know Julie, she was telling me about this antique show that was this weekend, and asked me if I'd go with her, and I'm like, I never say no. So maybe once, but in a lot of years, I never say no. And so we went. Oh my gosh, you guys, anyone that lives in Ohio or near, wow, worth the trip. It was the nicest antique show I've ever been to. I'm sorry, I'm chatting. It was the nicest antique show I've ever been to. I just haven't seen you in so long. Hi, Jennifer. And everything was a little expensive. I mean, she told me everything there is pricey. And the town is called Zoar, Z-O-A-R. And, Carol, I know. Yeah, we move in on a new job on Monday. So, got 2 jobs next week. So, and then I leave for Arizona. I'm going to go help my daughter paint for 10 days. And then I'll be back home for a week, and then we go on vacation. So, I'll be ready for a vacation after all of this for sure. So it's been a little bit since I've been here. I'm sorry I haven't popped in and out, but honestly, you wouldn't have wanted to see me. It was, yeah, not pretty. So way worse than normal. So hi, Kathy. So anyway, so this antique show is in a little town called Zoar. And Zoar there were settlers came, I don't remember, did she say they were German? I think they were German. Settlers came and created this colony in Zoar that was like a communal place. They made their own life there, and one person made bread for the whole everybody, and one person did the meat or whatever, and one person cobbled all of the shoes. Everyone worked together in this community. And this was like in, I want to say 1883 or 1889. You may have to look it up. It's called Zoar, Z-O-A-R, Zoar, Ohio. Anyway, once a year they have an antique show. And it was fairly large. There were 2 long tents full of vendors. And then they had a little bit of food things. And they had just a couple of little pop-up shoppy things around. But everything was pretty expensive, but I've never been to a show where everything was awesome. At booth after booth after booth. There was no junk. There was no picking. It was all amazing. I never saw so many original silhouettes, round breadboards. Oh shoot, I put my breadboard away. Darn it, I need to get that to show you. I started to put things away, and I thought, oh, I'm just gonna go live and say hi. Anyway, I mean, everything was original, and every dealer, it was all vetted, and so they were all invited. We rolled it all out. We rolled everything out. Yeah, I have a sprayer, but by the time you tape everything off and all of the windows and all of that, then oh, Mary, hi, Mary Lou. It's just not worth it for me. And then I worry, once you do your primer coat, your 2 coats of paint, spray in, and you pull everything, and if anything's bled under, it's just a nightmare to clean it all up. We just like to roll. More control when you roll. Control the roll. So anyway, I did very good. I was very careful because I have so many things. I have a huge pile of stuff upstairs, here, and downstairs that I've been pulling from the house for a yard sale, thinking that we may try and move into the little house. I know we've all talked about this. So I'm trying to transition from me to being a grandma. And I'm trying to figure out how to downsize, and I've helped so many people do this. So I kind of have a little experience with it, but I mean, we've helped clients move and all that. Oh my gosh, we've cried together, and it's been a tough thing to do. So we're just baby stepping it. So I'll keep you all posted, but I will. Oh, thanks for this. Oh my gosh, thank you. That's so sweet. I haven't even done anything yet. So let me show you what I want to show you guys before I lose everybody. Let me show you. Well, it's all kind of too big to ship, and it's not, you know, vintagey stuff. It's just kind of yard sale-y stuff. I'll probably do a walkthrough with you, but it's not going to happen until September, I'm sure. It'll be a fall sale. But I do have a lot of stuff pulled. I've really been working on trying to weed out and just keep my very most favorite treasures. So anyway, with that in mind, let's start with these little baby shoes. I have never in my life, I don't remember, I was able to score 3 tiny wooden baby shoes. Like when I say, see how little they are? They're adorable. When I say baby shoes, typically I love the children's shoes, like this size. These are my favorite. About 900 square foot if we do it. So our house now is about 2,600. So we've got 4 bathrooms. You know, it's just my husband and I, we don't need all. So here's the size difference. So this is typically my favorite sort of shoes that I look for, are this size of a shoe. And so anyway, I found these tiny, sweet little shoes. I thought they were just adorable. So I bought all 3 of them. That was all he had. And then the very first booth, we were in trouble. The very first booth, yes, there's a lot of chapters to who said that? Yes, Dee Dee, yes, there's a lot of chapters in life, and yes, we're stepping into a new one, and we've got to just figure it out. But so you know how I love nautical, right? I've never seen such a tiny little oar. I thought this was just adorable, and it's not in perfect shape, but I thought it was so cute to prop in with my lures, my fishing lures, or the reels or something, work it in my decor, maybe in a bread bowl or something like that. I have never seen such a tiny little oar before. So they only had one, but I snagged it. First thing I bought, very first thing, very first booth even, it was in a little glass display. So anyway, I thought it was adorable, so I bought that. Another thing that I bought, I think this is adorable, this tiny little cutting board. It is such a little breadboard, but I thought with stacking, you know how I like to layer a taller board and then maybe a round one or a smaller one and then this one. And there was something about the patina of it and the character of it. I loved the size of it. It was $60 for this little board. I mean, I'm telling you, things were not cheap at the show. Way not cheap, but I love the breadboard. It's pretty thick. But I thought it had a great finish, and I thought it had a very unusual to be so small. I think it's going to stack great. Let me run and get the other one that I got, just so that you can see. I can't believe I stuck it over. I was just playing. I was just playing around to see how it would blend in with the other ones that I have. So I kind of, yeah. So here it is. I bought this one as well. It doesn't have any words in it, but it does have a couple of flowers carved in it. And I loved this middle. I loved that patina. I thought that was so, like, someone used the heck out of this board. And I thought it had a great finish to it. So I love that. So when I talk about stacking, you know, like one would go in front of the other, like that. And then I have a taller one like behind. So loved both of those things. And then, let's see. Okay. So this was a splurge. This was a splurge. This is dumbest. Sometimes I show you guys and you probably think, what the heck? I love this little spoon. Look how it's it's carved, it's hand carved, but look how it goes like this. And it's called a tasting spoon. And at this show, there was so much primitive wood stuff. Like that's everything that I've shown you has been pretty much primitive wood stuff. And she called this a tasting spoon. And so you would, it's really molded to fit and you taste. It's called a tasting spoon. And that's why it's angled like it is, see? And it makes it really easy, like if you were taking a bite. I don't know. But she showed us and I absolutely loved it. It was $55. So that's why I'm hesitant to show you. But it was an awesome, very unique, out of all of the spoons, they had all sorts of, it was unbelievable. I wish I could have done a live. I wanted to, you guys, but it was so elbow to elbow people. It was better later in the day. We went through one of the tents 3 times, the other one twice. But yeah, it just takes a minute to do that. I hate to hold Julie up and stuff, so I didn't go live. But I loved this spoon. This was a splurge. She came down to $45. I asked her what her best price was on it. And she did come down to $45. So, that was a splurge, but it's something little and it's not going to take up a lot of room, but I think it'll look great on an ironstone plate or one of our breadboards or something like that, something that'll show up. So I'll have fun trying to find a spot for my spoon. We found one butter pat, but I loved it. It's not the thick chunky ones that I wish I could find, but I really loved the patina of it. You can see it's like ironstone, so I loved that patina. The patina is like the finish. Like usually ironstone's all white, and this one has crazing and staining, and it's all natural. There's no cracks or chips or anything like that, but I loved that color. And they only had one, so I got it. So that was a silly little thing. Here's another silly little thing. I don't know why I got it. Probably because of the black handle, but it's a black wooden stamp, and it's brass on the bottom, and I loved that. It was $30. It says, what does it say? I don't even know what it says. Like F and M. F and M. There's an A over here and an LAQ. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me, but I love, for my own, no, I won't use it, but anyway, I have those little black shelves in my dining room, and I thought that was just a really pretty, it kind of looks like a lamp finial actually, but it's a brass stamp, and I thought maybe I'd try to clean up the edges of that brass so it would show up a little bit better standing up, but I thought it was really sweet. It was $30. It was a little high too, but where we were, it was good. It was good. So then I found some keys just for you guys to throw in with the keys. I have a bunch of keys on the website, so I found some more keys for you to throw in, and then I found this key. I thought it was kind of cool. It had the little tag with it, so I thought that one was a cool one. So I picked that up. The most expensive thing that I bought was another fish. You guys know me and my fish, but this was an ice fishing fish. Really old, see around its eyes, the painting, but the red paint is in really great shape, and it's got the sinker in the bottom, and he said it was ice fishing, and I loved it. It'll go great in my basement with my nautical decor. And when I say I have nautical decor, I try to do all antiques. Like I started with lighthouses. Oh, you just used the wax stamp, Marilyn? I didn't see you do that. Was it in your book, in that book you did the other night? I jumped on a little bit late. I might have missed that. Was it last night, I think? Yeah, I don't know. Marilyn has a great page. I've been loving following Marilyn Jane. She has a page called Done by Me, D-U-N-N by M-E. And that's her, Dunn is her maiden name, or her family name, I think she calls it. And then M-E is her initials. So anyway, you should give Marilyn a follow. She's just brand new. She's just on an envelope. I missed that. You must have done it before I got on. I didn't get on until I just happened to turn on my phone when I climbed into bed. It was like 10 o'clock or I don't know. And there you were. I think it was kind of late. There you were. Oh, you follow her, Sherry? Yeah, I hope you all do. She's really great. She's just brand new, very nervous, very, she was a home economics teacher. She's like smart as anything, and she has the coolest antiques ever, and she's very creative. She would love your support. She has a friend she met online, Marlene, and Marlene has, Marley, shoot, I can never remember her, Marley, Creation, Marley, help me out there, Marilyn. You tell me Marlene, but I've been trying to help the two girls out as much as I can. Let's put put both of you in there if you want to, Marilyn, because yeah, they're both very new and doing really great. I'm proud of them both. So, what is her name? Marley. Done by Me, D-U-N-N by me, M-E, B-Y-M-E, D-U-N-N-B-Y-M-E. Oh, that's awesome, Marilyn. You think I'm talking about you, huh? Marley Grace, there you go. Marley Grace Creations. Marley Grace Creations. That's our other friend Marlene, and she's also encouraging Marilyn. I know, Marlene and Marilyn, that's what gets me all tongue-tied. Anyway, so my basement, I started out with lighthouses and starfish and, you know, did a Christmas tree and all the little tchotchke stuff, but I ended up, oh, you follow Marlene too. Yeah, they're friends. They met each other online. I love this. It's a huge community. There you go, Done by Me. It's a huge community, but yet it's a very small community here, and you'll recognize names in the comments, and you'll start, everyone will, it really is a small community in a way. It's big, but it's small. So my fish was my big splurge, and it was 125. I know, but I have done enough shows and spotted these things enough to know. He had 175 on it, and I said, I love your fish. I can't go that high. And in my mind, I was thinking 125. And he was kind of stammering around, hem-hawing around. So I left the booth, came back around the second time, and he said 120. I thought, if he's a penny over 125, I'm not buying it. And he said 125. So I felt like it had to be mine, because that was my number. I wished he'd have come way down, but he was at 175 for this little guy. So got that. Okay, then I picked up just a little bit of lace. Didn't have much, but I picked up some lace, a big round one, and then 4 short pieces. Well, they're decent sized pieces, great for crafting. So anyway, I picked that up, and then I picked up this tassel stuff too. And I thought I'm going to do a project with this, because I really love this. It smells old, but I'll leave it out so it airs out a little bit. But anyway, so I found some old lace, and I thought the tassel stuff was really unique. And then I found this. I found this old feed sack. And the reason I got it, well, you know, in my group, you girls in my group know that I used my last feed sack for a project, and so I didn't have any more. This one's even thicker and better than the one, I can't say better, but it's thicker. But I loved all of its little textural things, and its staining and all of that. I love that stuff. And then, oops, and you put my little tag in there so don't forget what I paid. And then I have, it had a hole in it, and someone repaired the hole right here. And I love the texture of that repair. See that? I love that. I think that is so cool. So I thought this was a great find. And then it had some words, like just a little bit of words here and there. So if I decide to cut this all up and do immediately when I saw it, I liked the staining. I liked everything about it. And then I loved, because it's a bag, it's got 2 sides. So if I cut it up, I'll have great texture for another project, with all authentic staining and stuff. So I loved the bag. Okay, and then I just have one more little thing here. And you know I don't need books, right? You know I don't need books. But this guy had beautiful books. They were $25 a piece. and I was just playing around with the stacks. They're all leather, and a couple of this one, and this one are a little rougher, a little more dry. And I don't even know, I didn't look. 1856 is right up front on this one. I mean, they're all amazing. Like, they're just amazing. Little books. You know how I love the books, especially the little ones. And the old, let's see, I can't get that page open, so I'm not sure I can get to this. It doesn't say, but oh my gosh. I just absolutely love these old books. It's a hymnal, and it just has the different hymns inside. I was looking for a year on it, but I can't find it. I'm sure it's probably 1800. But again, it's leather, so it's a beauty. It doesn't need touched, okay? And then I have a green one here that's also a beautiful jacket. Perfect condition. It's got the original stamping on here. Let me see here, which one? Yeah, the original stamping. And then it's got like the, you know, oh, thank you, Linda. It's got the watercolor. That's usually a dead giveaway for a leather jacket, is for some reason they did that. I don't know. This one was 1807, you guys, 1807. The Book of the Common Prayer, and Administration of Sacraments and Rites and Ceremonies of the Church according to the Church of England. And it was 1807. And so the pages were just yummy. So I got that one. And then, let me see, what does this one say? I really didn't take the time to look. I was more looking at the jackets and stuff, but I was pretty sure everything was 1800s. Yeah, 1825, The Conduct and Understanding by John Locke, Essays, Moral, Economical, and Political by Lord Bacon, with sketches of the lives of Locke and Bacon from New York. And it's all stained and really an awesome book. So, you know, yeah, you guys know my price point. 1856, you know my price point's about $20 a book. So, anyway, there's the inside of that one. And I just love the way the stack looked together. However, I felt like the bottom two, I'll just lay them out like this. The bottom two had a better finish on them than the top two. So what I thought I want to try and do, no, Deborah, I won't. The last one that I had, I probably won't have another one until September. I had quite a few people actually that wanted stuff, several, probably 12, and decided that they didn't want it right after the sale, a week after the sale, 2 weeks after the sale. So I still have some things that haven't been paid for yet, so they're still there. I'll reach out to them one more time before my next sale, but we'll probably be opening some boxes and trying to resell some of the things that I had already sold. So that's kind of been I kind of wanted a little break. It's a lot to pack, you know, to do the sale and to pack it all up, and then they decide they don't want it. And it's, you know, I work hard to get it packed tight and nice so nothing breaks. And yeah, so it's a little discouraging too, but very happy overall with the sales. It's just that part gets a little like, oh my gosh. And there were just so many the last time. And so my next sale will probably be a repeat of several things from the first, from the last sale. My next sale will be, and good stuff too. So anyway, well, yes, Cindy, oh, Tammy, yes, I still have yours put back. There's 3 or 4 of you that are still back waiting. One girl was mailing a check, so I'm still waiting on her check. I just got a check yesterday for one of the boxes. A lot of people like to mail a check, so you know, I do hold those back. But these were ones that said, no, I don't want it. So anyway, you guys will definitely like them. I opened the first few, maybe the first 6 or 7 boxes and put them together. But then the next one, the next 2 or 3, I think I just left them in the box. I thought, oh, we'll have fun during the sale and we'll open them up and see what it is. So I'm just gonna leave them in the boxes so you guys can see. Anyway, so what I wanna do to try and zhuzh these books up No, I won't, Brenda. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, I guess the thing is, if you bid on it, you know, you think you want it, and then the next day you're like, no, I can't afford it. I should have done it. So, you know, like, well, why'd you bid on it for? But it's okay. It's all good. It's fine. I love y'all, and I don't remember names. I don't care who does it. It's fine. Come back again. I don't keep a list. It's fine. So what I want to do, I have hemp oil here, my Country Chic hemp oil, and what I want to do is to try and zhuzh these back up with the hemp oil. So let's just see what's going to happen here. Oh yeah, exactly what it needed. So let me just do half of this book. So anytime that you guys get a book, I like the hemp oil. Probably a mineral oil would work as well, but oh, you almost can't tell online, but here's my line right here. So let me move my finger away, and it's brighter over here. It's more, there you can kind of see. It's just a little freshened up. So let me put a little bit more hemp oil on here, and let's do the whole book and see what it looks like. And then I'm going to do this reddish one too, and then I'm going to show you the stack together after I get it all done. So let me do the other half. Okay, and then it needs a minute just to soak into the leather. Okay, and you guys probably know of other things. Hi, Tambra. You got, oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, I wish I'd have only done half. Darn it, I got rub happy. Let me do the bottom half of this and I can show you again. Oh my, yeah. Okay, so here's the top half. Here's the bottom. Well, you can see the oil, but it'll soak in and it won't be oily, but it really just zhuzhes it up, however you say that. It just makes it better. And you're not hurting the integrity of the book at all. But I know that this works on most books, and actually the leather books especially. It's just kind of like a conditioner, or probably a leather conditioner would work. So now when I stack the three, see how this one's much brighter now? And actually, I may just go ahead and do it to the green one. Let's just try half. Let's see. Yeah. So there's, of course, like I said, it'll dry down. I'm not hurting the book at all. But there, you can really see how dry and thirsty this looks and how fresh and rich this looks. That's the difference. It's called hemp oil. I use Country Chic hemp oil. I can see if I can link it for you if you're interested in it. But I like to rub the books. I don't normally do it unless I get a book that's good. And then I think it's going to make it even better in this case. It definitely did. So here, there you go. So see, so now it makes me want to do this one, and there was nothing wrong with it. Let's do this one just for kicks. I'm going to do half of it. Okay. So I did the top half of it, and now the shine will go down a little bit, but it will stay. Like, look how good that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of this. So hemp oil on old books, I think, is a great thing, and it's not going to hurt the leather. It's just going to enrich it. Let me show you this. We'll see what it does. See, it just brings it back to life. I only have a drop on the top. See, I only have some at the top. It's starting to span out a little bit. But there, you can see it's quite a different. There you go. See how it's just zhuzhing it up, bringing it just back to life. So, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. So now already the green one's kind of dulled down, but yet it's still shiny and good. But yeah, and it's still good. It loses that super wet, oily. It soaks in. So just so you know that. And then here's this one. So here's our stack. And let me get the last book on there. I want to show you that. But look, I bought them because it was such a pretty stack. And I was only going to get 3. But this little one popped out. And I loved it too. So there is with the oil, there is without. And I'll go ahead and oil up the whole, now you guys can see. It definitely makes a difference. It's just subtle. But there's that. So let's put our stack together now. Let me get the sizes right here. This has to go here. Okay. stacking. I love book stacks. So there you go. Look at that. I should have done it before and after, darn it. Yes, it is, Penny, it is. And you love the spoon. Thank you, Esther. I felt like I really had a hard time paying that much, but I loved it. And yes, she's right. Hemp oil, Penny's right. Hemp oil is great on wood. Let me show you. Let me do the ore. The ore is not in great shape. So let's hemp oil the ore. I'm not trying to sell you hemp oil, you guys. I mean, seriously, I'm not. It's just something that I like to use, and it's just an idea for you guys that love vintage. And I know I showed you the amber shellac. That's a very permanent. That is a total. This is, like I said, just a zhuzh, just a little, almost like putting pledge on a yard sale table. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's like, ooh, that looks much better. It's like that. It's called hemp oil. I use Country Chic, but I use Country Chic everything, paint-wise, chalk paint and stuff. I used to sell it at my shop, and I've just loved it for years and years. So it's called a tasting spoon. So let's see what this stuff does to my ore here. I'll just do the top, oh my, yeah. Now it's exactly, well, it's a lot like what the amber shellac does by Zinsser, but it really is just oiling it up. So let me see, there you go. So I went down to about here with it. Okay, so the top, see how much better the top is? And then if I see, like I didn't do the back side, so look at that side. See, there you go. You can see the difference in the front side and the back side, and it's just oil. It's just hemp oil. I would say like mineral oil for your breadboards, laxative type mineral oil, not just any mineral oil. You want laxative mineral oil. I know that sounds awful. This little ore was only $20. But they, the laxative oil, because you can, it's food safe. So that's why your new breadboards and your old breadboards can be zhuzhed up a little bit with laxative. I didn't know they made that, but they do. It's good for the dryness. Yes, yes. And it does last for a long time. So there. So the ore already looks less thirsty, but it's not a permanent change. Oh, for a bottle paddle. This is actually, it actually says the Peterborough Canoe Company. It was actually a boat oar, not a paddle. It really is a boat oar, which is why I loved it for my, you know, Penny, for my basement. So you want to see my spoon? Okay. So here is my spoon. Let me take my little, now my stickers won't stick with the oil. Maybe I'll just leave the sticker on there and oil over it so it'll stay. Because I kind of like to remember what I pay for stuff, so then when I want to change it. Yes, and Penny, make sure that it's the laxative mineral oil. Regular mineral oil, you don't, the way I understood it from one of my Etsy guys is you need the food safe mineral oil. So make sure. I didn't know there was a difference, but he told me that, and I went to the store and it was. So this is my tasting spoon, and I love it because it's bent, and it's bent because you literally, when you want to slurp up some soup, you literally, it's bent like ergonomically for tasting. You don't know what, really, you could shovel it in, right? But she called it a tasting spoon. It has a tiny little chip out right there, but yeah, this was, I thought, expensive. I thought that was expensive. But it was a nice show. It was quality stuff. I mean, like I said, everyone was vetted, and you had to have quality stuff or you weren't going to be a vendor there. They also had artisans. Oh my gosh, are people talented or what? When you go to those art shows, there was this lady there. She had, there you go. I wanted it so bad. Look how much, see how much more life that has? I don't want to do it to my little board here because I want it to stay, I want it to kind of have that finish that it has. I don't want it to be shiny or anything. And I know it will soak in and soak it up, but I don't want it to go any darker. Yes, you can get it. Yes, Jackie, you're right. So anyway, that's what I used. But here's my book stack. So what was I saying? I was just getting ready to tell you something. the artist lady. Oh my gosh, it was my favorite thing. I wanted to buy it so bad, and I kind of wanted a picture of it. Not that I could ever reproduce it. It was an old bed spring, and on top of it, she put a bunny, pulled wool. She did the pulled wool bunny with its ears, and it was a brown bunny. It had a black top hat, and then it had a lace collar, and it had a little kind of a flower in its hat, and it was all wool except the lace. And it was, you didn't win the Mega Million. Oh, that's funny. You got some food. Oh, good, at Publix. We don't have a Publix, but I know it's a grocery. I know what you mean. Didn't get that, you would have been sorry. Yes, I really like the spoon. Yeah, thank you, Deborah. Yeah, you know, you gotta get a treasure, right? So anyway, it was a bunny on a spring. But it was such a sharp, you could tell it was extra nice. Like, you could tell it was a nice quality, but it was $150. And I really, really wanted it. But to me, I wouldn't leave it out year round. So it would only be out for Easter. And if we end up moving to the little house, I don't have a lot of room. But no, I didn't. Jackie, she was right there. And it was really, it was like an art show. It was very, again, vetted artisans that were there. And so everything was amazing. So yes, it was a felted wool bunny. And it was on a decent sized bed spring. And it was just its face. Probably its face was probably about that big. And then it had the little black top hat with the flower on the side. It was so realistic looking. The eyes were perfect. Like, it was probably glass eyes, or those, I would say they were glass for that price. But she was amazing. I think she said she was from Illinois. Oh, I could never, Maryland. It was so artful. Like, it was such a real, he was a classy looking thing. It was really, really worth it. I just wasn't in the market for a $150 bunny, but I thought about it. I thought about it quite a bit. So, but yeah, I couldn't pull the pin on that one. Yeah, it was too out of the box, and not something, if it was something that I felt like I could leave out every day, I would have probably just splurged, and that would have been my treasure. I don't know that I got a treasure. I mean, I love the fish. It needs oiled too, but I'm not going to. I don't want to lose that kind of watered, weathered. Like, I love how his eyes are so wet. Like, I love that. So I don't want to hurt it. It didn't hurt the spoon at all. Or the oar. The oar kind of needed it. It's a little richer looking now. So anyway, but here's my book stack, and I absolutely love it. I love the green, red, and blacks, and I just think it's a beautiful one. So sometimes when you're looking at the books, it's more like, sometimes I look at the jackets. That's what you see first. And then I open them up and see what's inside. But these, I just fell for the jackets, head over heels. Love it. Love the colors. Love it. So anyway, there's my books. Like I said, they were $25 a piece, but they're 1800s. Yeah, they were, I think that was a good deal actually for them. I saw some books like those, very much like those, $100, $95, $75 a book. So it's probably why I went ahead and got them. I asked the fella, it was funny too about this show. I asked the guy how much the books were. And when he said that, I thought, oh my gosh. So he had a whole shelf of them. So I picked my favorite 4, and I picked my favorite 3. And then Julie pulled out one more. I'm like, oh, you would find another one. And then we couldn't decide which one to get rid of when we saw all 4. So anyway, I had to have all 4. Thanks, Julie Ray. So anyway, but I love them. And we got to talking to him, and he was the manager of the show. Of all of the booths, we only talked to like a handful, like struck up conversation with a handful of the vendors. And he just happened to be like the boss of the whole thing. And so that was kind of cool. And we just had to compliment him. It was the nicest show I've ever, like, if you want to just see antiques after antiques after antiques that were quality and really interesting and old. But the whole community there was very old, and they embraced that. I mean, they were playing music. They had the oh, you know, that noisy homemade ice cream with the compressor thing, you know. Marlene, Julie bought, oh, and they had the best French fries. I don't know what they put on those French fries. Oh my gosh, they were like fluffy but crispy. I don't know what it was. It was delicious. So yeah, we had a hot dog and French fries. It was delicious. This was in Zoar, Ohio. And so Julie bought a jar of old buttons. Oh, speaking of, oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't buy any buttons this time because I'll show you why. Let me show you why. You guys are just gonna die. Bag full. I haven't been through it yet. I haven't been through it yet. Anyway, so she bought some buttons, a jar of buttons, the white ones. She bought a huge, like, you can't see my arms, but it was a giant breadboard. It had been painted a cream color, and it had a lady's name on the front, and I can't remember now. I did remember we were driving home, but I can't remember now what the name was. But it was her first and last name, and it had a date, like 1889, something like that. So the guy that had the breadboard looked her up, and it said she lived somewhere in Michigan, and it gave her date of birth and her death date, and she had died in that 1889 they had written that on the board. It was kind of, you would think they would have put her birth, not her death, on the board, but anyway, so it had the original writing on it. It was very expensive, very expensive. But it was amazing. And the thing was, I'm like, okay, because we went by it, left, you know, passed on it, went back, it was still there, and she started talking to the guy, and the guy's telling her all this stuff about it, and she hadn't found like a treasure, you know. She kind of saved up to get something great, and that was what she really was in love with. So the guy came down a little bit. Anyway, they were talking about it. He was telling her everything that he knew about it, and so then she's like talking to me, and I said, where are you gonna put it? And she said, I would put it, when you walk in from her garage, her washer and dryer is kind of over here, and she has this nice long wall and another wall, and she knew exactly in that area was where she was going to put it. So she had a place for it, and she's going to love it forever. So she got it, and then she got something. Oh, she started a collection of silhouettes, old original silhouettes. Now, I don't have one yet. I wanted to kind of get started with her. We both watch Liz Marie Galvin. I don't know if you guys watch Liz Marie. She's really inspiring. You know, there are people that inspire you. She is someone that really inspires me. I love her little boy, Copeland. Copeland Bow is his name. They call him Copey. And she's been on the Today Show. She's like big deal. And I love her farmhouse in Michigan, and she has a store, and I love all of her antiques. I've met her in person twice at the Springfield Market in Ohio, and I don't know, I just adore her. She's young and just beautiful, and I just aspire her to be like her. I love her. Anyway, she bought some silhouettes and did a silhouette display in one of her back rooms. In this they live in an old farmhouse that they've redone. It's amazing, you guys. Oh, you follow her too? Oh, Norma, isn't she just the best? So I love just to listen to her talk. She's just beautiful. Anyway, it's called Liz Marie Galvin, anyone that's interested. So Liz Marie, L-I-Z Marie, L-I-Z-M-A-R-I-E-G-A-L-V-I-N, I think. But she has a store called The Found Cottage, and you can follow that too, but I just watch her on Liz Marie. I think I follow The Cottage, but I don't know. It's called The Found Cottage. And The Found Cottage is an amazing store too. It's on the bucket list to go to someday. It's Liz Marie Galvin. So, no, it was in Zoar, Z-O-A-R, Zoar, Ohio. So it was like up 77 North, if you're familiar. It was up 77 North. I want to say above New Philadelphia. We didn't make it to Canton. It wasn't clear to Canton. It was, you know, on the way to Canton, if you're familiar. So it was about an hour drive for me, maybe 45 minutes, something like that. But anyway, Liz Marie started this silhouette thing. So Julie and she was like, I really love the silhouettes, and she was wanting to redo her bathroom. So we started checking it. Uh-oh, somebody's mad. Oh boy, they're really mad. Why are you mad? Anyway, well, whatever. Just whatever. I don't know why you're mad. I don't have any, Karen, but it's just a picture. Like usually it's the side and it's all black. It was before photographs, so it would be like a drawing, and they would print it, and it would be a lot of times of an actual person. And type in, go to Etsy and type in antique silhouette picture or something like that, and you'll find them. And silhouettes, oh gosh, there's another angry. Just go away. Just, you know, just go on. I'm talking to my friends. I'm going to show you. Oh, there's Marlene. I was just talking about you, Marlene. There's her name, Marley Grace Creations. So she's my friend that kind of been helping us a little bit. And, So anyway, but the silhouette pictures can be very old, like 1800s. And there were tons of them at this show. And usually they have newer ones. And we really got to zoom in. So we were up in Springfield and we found this one, and it was like a couple $100, very expensive, but it was amazing. And so, Julie got hooked. She was hooked, and she wanted to do like Liz Marie's bathroom thing. So she came home and started researching them because she didn't know anything about them. And I don't know, maybe it was a mistake. I can see who it was. I can see who did it. So if one of you guys did it by accident, go fix it. You added to the German paper cutting. The silhouettes are very challenging. Oh, okay. Asking at a fall festival in grade school, they had someone do ours. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, look them up. Look up silhouette. Someone posted the spelling there. If you just text it, it'll fill it out for you. Because I don't know how to spell it either. I have to write it and look at it, so I got to write. Anyway, you can get really old frames, and today we were turning them around and looking at the back, and a lot of times it'll put the history of the person, or, you know, it'll say my beloved John or something like that. And some of them can be very George Washington-ish, and one of them, Julie's like, her nose is too big, I don't want that one, you know. But I'll have to have her. She's not home. They stay on a boat on the weekends. They have a boat down on the Marietta on the Ohio River. So she met me in Cambridge, and we drove up together, and then she went back to the boat for the rest of the weekend. So she's not home right now to send me any pictures of her silhouette wall. I could go back through our text, but gosh, we text so much. I don't know how far back it is. I think she sent me a picture. I don't know. But anyway, the silhouettes, just know they can be a couple $100. They can be $400. If you find a really old one for $50, you're stealing it. So get it. We saw one in a wooden frame, a beautiful wooden frame today that was wood. Normally they're in a black frame or a gold frame. So hi, you guys. Hi, Shayla. Oh, it's nice to see you too. So anyway, Joyce Cooper, one of my followers, is a friend of Angela Kelly, who is a friend of mine, and she lives in Belpre, Ohio, and she's downsizing her craft room. And she messaged me and said, do you want some buttons? And so Angela went down and had lunch with her and picked up buttons for me, so it worked out great. And this is the buttons that I got. So when I said I didn't need any buttons, you guys, get ready for the buttons. So let me show you. She had a little bit of lace, not a whole lot, but she had a little bit of lace that I picked up. I just want the old vintage lace. So I got some old lace from her. I haven't gone through any of this stuff yet. Honestly, I picked it up last night, and I went to Angela's, and then I went to paint at the house. So look, I got all of these white buttons. So I know I already have a bunch on the website, but anyway, yay! Yeah, look at all of those. I know you guys will all be tickled to death, and I'm excited to go through them. I know we've already done how to pick out buttons and all of that stuff, and so we'll look through them and see what's in here. It's always fun to find a glass one, or like the ones with all of the threads. I'm not seeing any with threads here, just glancing. Oh, there's one that's got some thread. There's one with some thread. So that'll be fun. And then I got a bag of red, a bag and a half of reds for Christmas coming up. I'll get these all sorted out for you guys. Yeah, I love them in that bowl, that wicker bottomed sort of fishbowl looking thing. Love them, and I love the buttons in that so much. It's my favorite way to display. And then look at these big black ones. Like, so cool. And I saw them today. There was a lady, she wanted $6 for 2 buttons. So, yeah. So anyway, they're all sorted out. This one's kind of blacks and grays. This one's mostly blacks and grays. And then I have 2 bags of browns. This will be great for fall. Oh, and here's a bag of blue ones. So how fun that she's already got them sorted out. And then here's just some loose ones. Oh, look at the little flowers. They're pretty. So, yeah, these will just go in with the browns, more flowers. Yeah, just some ones on cards. Nothing extra super duper great, but still good. A lot of them are white. So anyway, that's, you know, I find it, I kind of enjoy sorting buttons and looking at them and going through them. I don't know, it's kind of relaxing. I dump them out here. I mean, he doesn't like me to do it on the kitchen counter. Those are dirty. But I clean it when I'm done, so it's okay. But yeah, I like doing it. So I don't always do it when he's around, but I mean, look at all this other crap I got on there. I clean it, you know. But anyway, so I'm going to have a lot of buttons to sort through, and we're going to, yes, you guys all like the white and cream. I know, and I got a ton of them. So, but I kind of like, normally I do a mix of colors, like bags for you guys, and they're on the website already. I have a ton of them. I didn't need them, but I know you all like them too. So I like to share them when I get, this is probably the biggest haul I've come across yet. But they're on my website now. Anybody needs buttons, just go on there. I've got white and cream ones. I've got all kinds of buttons on there. So help yourself. It's TammyLovesVintage.com. But anyway, so I'm probably going to, well, I'll put these keys just in my stash of keys upstairs. They're $3 a piece. And usually you can find them, you know, $6 a piece is the absolute most I would pay for one. If you have a project and you want an old skeleton key and you happen to run across one at a sale, don't give them more than $6 because you can find them cheaper. Mine are $3 on the website each, and I have a bunch. I have a pretty decent sized bag. I pick them up whenever I can, that I can sell them to you for $3. So, are you going to go through them? Well, I will, just because I want to look for the bone and the glass and this ones with strings in them, but I kind of go through so fast. Oh, you did, Lynn. That's great. So you guys all still get stuff in there. They're all still great buttons. I don't need any buttons at all, but I do have my little, like, I love the teeny tiny doll buttons. So I want to see if there's any of those in there because my bowl's not very full. So what is on the tag and the key? Where is it? 215, 215. Yeah, it'll be, this one's, I have to see how much this one's going to be. I don't even remember what I paid for it, but I did like that. I've had those before, and they're great to craft with. I may keep it for a collage thing that I want to do with that thing. I really love doing the collages, and that's just a great little hangy thing. I may not part with that one, but yeah. So yeah, so anyway, Randy took off on the buggy. We have like a side-by-side thing, so he took off on that today. It's so hot and buggy, I don't need to be honest. Well, they're fun to ride, but the engine heat is right between us, and oh my gosh, in the heat, it gets hot. Marie, name again. Oh, Liz Marie, L-I-Z, Marie, M-A-R-I-E, Galvin, G-A-L-V-I-N. And she's changed her name forever ago to Liz Marie. It's her name. And she's written 2 books. They're right, like, if you can see my ottoman, right there is her 2 books. absolutely love them. If you need a link for the books, I can do that for you. I love them. Like, once you meet her and see her place, you'll see that I'm a little mini Liz. Like, I'm trying. I don't have as nice of things as she does and all of that, but yeah, I mean, color-wise and all of that, like, it's just amazing. And they're redoing this farmhouse. Like, she literally has wood ceilings, and they ripped up the flooring, and it was all the plank boards, so she just painted them, so like the whole place is white. Her store is called the Found Cottage, I think, the Found Cottage. It's in Michigan, so if you see that. And they just recently started their website, so you can actually buy on her website. Michigan, she's in Michigan. I don't know the town, I can't remember. She talks about it every once in a while, but I can't remember it. But she shares links for things that she finds, you know, inspiring things. Like, she's just super great. She's way big, way big. She does a blog every day. Like, you know, she's a big deal. So I'm small potatoes. I see her once a month, right? I don't know, but she's there every day. So she's a great follow. I enjoy her stories on Instagram. That's mostly where I watch her, is Instagram, up in those little top circles, you know. But anyway, so I think that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. My buttons, my little bit of lace, and then all of my treasures that I got at that sale. And I wanted to oil my books, and I thought you guys might enjoy seeing that. So I hope you did. It was nice to see you guys too. And I'm sorry it's been so long. So it's going to be, I'll let you know, I'll text you when I'm at the little house next time. And I'm not going to do it if Randy's there. I'll just do it with you and me. So, you know, it's the weekend, so he may be with me. I don't know. I don't know. I may go over and work on the shelf paper. I'll try to reach him and see where he's at. It's Saturday night, so I don't know. What did you miss, Vanessa? I don't know what you missed. Let's see. What are you saying? I'm not seeing all of the... you missed me. Oh, that was, thank you, Jamie. I'm sorry. Yeah, hi, Tracy. Yep, you caught me for a few. We've just been chatting. I got a couple of mad faces. I think they're like, aren't you going to make something? But I really just came on to say hi, show you some treasures that I got antique shopping. You'll have to replay. I don't want to go through all that again. I did oil my books. I used hemp oil, Marlene, and I just zhuzhed them up a little bit. You can see they're still a little shiny. It hasn't absorbed all the way into this one, but they were almost kind of hard to see the designs and stuff on the jackets. And now I just kind of brought them back to life. And it just takes, like, the wood on these were very dry, and I've oiled both sides. Oops, see, now my tags won't stick. But I oiled both sides. So yeah, you always get some, a lot of times it's a mistake, like they didn't mean to. But yeah. But I oiled, like, I had this little tasting spoon. I never saw anything like that before. I loved it because it was wonky, a little wonky, but it's literally ergonomically made to taste. Like, see, and you scoop in and you taste it. So I thought that was adorable. And, well, you just rewatch. I showed you all my treasures. But anyway, and then, yeah, see, the oil hasn't dried completely on that one yet. Because I had them all stacked together. But anyway, whenever you see this sort of, I always tell you guys this, but whenever you see some kind of watercolor, it's usually, I want to say indicative, but that's such a big word for me. It usually means it is leather. A leather cover is what that's implying. So this one, of course, it's ripped, but still, when you see that, you know for sure. Like, if you're not sure, typically it will be bumpy. It'll have some ridges to it and a little bumps and stuff. Now this one is perfectly smooth, so it could be tricky. Like, is that leather or not? But you can tell the way it's worn. You can see kind of the fuzzy of the leather, so you know that. I should do a book talk. I have a whole bunch of books in the basement. Well, you all know. I've sold some of them to you, but yeah, all of these are leather jackets, and usually the leather is raised. None of these really are, but they're all leather. But I love the way the stack looked, and I knew in my heart that these two, once they got oiled, would look like come to life, and they did. So, yeah. Well, Vanessa, I don't know if it's a thing per se, but I had bought one. It's on my mantle. I think I've told you I'm trying to clean house a little bit, so I might have taken it downstairs, but it was really thirsty. It was a journal. Someone wrote in and stuff. Oh, you love your, oh. I love those little red books. I still have some on the website if anybody needs any more little red books. They're adorable. They're like poetry, and they're just tiny. I think they're $10. They're just a little books, but they're like Thoreau and famous authors. I don't know. They're great. So anyway, gosh, I'm just rambling. I'm gonna go. So I will come and show you the little house. Next time I'm over there, I'll show you guys. Just know that there's, oh, put a doorknob on it. Absolutely. Absolutely, Marlene. I love doing that. I have a couple here with the ferns that I kept. I didn't sell them all. There's still some on the website, but I think there's only like 4 or 5 left, and then I'm out of doorknobs. So anyway, you guys, it's so nice to see you, and I will come again, and we'll do a tour of the little house so you can see why I'm loving it so much, and you can see how small it is, why we're struggling with it. And then like I said, I'm working next week, and then I leave for Arizona. I'm going to be out there 10 days painting. It's not really a fun visit, so it's going to be a work visit. She's bought a new house and needs some work done. And then when I get back, we're home for a week, and then my friend Sherry has a house up, you know, I love Kelly's Island, and my friend Sherry has a house up there, so I'll be gone the week after that. So it's going to be pushing a month again before I really can hit this again, and really come and see you and do some crafting. So I got, is today the last day of the month, or tomorrow? I think I have to do one more craft in my group. I promised them 3 crafts a month. So we did a couple really good ones earlier, and I have one laying there to do. So I'll be in my group maybe tomorrow. I have to do it before the month is over. So anyway, you guys, I will see you again. Just know that, you know, I'm just not your regular crafter. I like to, you know, have my have my time too. And when I'm working in Yucky, I just feel yucky, and I just don't feel like going live, you know, sometimes, just like you. I'm just a person like you guys. So yeah, but I did miss you, and I wanted to come and say hi since I had something to talk about. I don't always have something to talk about. So I'm going to get this cleaned up before Randy gets home, and maybe sort a few buttons. And I'm excited to find a home for some of this stuff. And I'll put the things that I'm not going to keep up for the next sale, but it's probably going to be a good month or so. I've got a big yard sale to get ready for when I'm back, and it's going to be wild, but I'll show you. I'll try to keep you along. I need to do stories or something where I can just jump on and say, hey, look at this, and then jump back off, but you know, I talk too much. So oh, is that right, Kay? Yeah, I'm a sister of that group too. I don't know if it'll be a visit kind of thing, though. I'm going to really be painting. I got 10 days, and I got to paint all the ceilings, and they want to do trim and all that stuff, so I'm going to be wiped out. But yeah, let me know if you, I'll be there the 5th through the 15th, so 10 days. So let me know if something's up, and maybe I can hook up. Maybe, you know, they'll drive me over. I don't have a car, so... depends on how far. It's in Scottsdale. She bought in Queen City, if you guys are out there. Queen Creek. So I think it's fairly close to Scottsdale. It's supposed to be close to the airport, so I don't know. I'm just excited to give her a hug. She says she's starting to show. She's going to have a baby, so I'm excited to see her tummy. And yeah, so it'll be a great visit. I'm excited to see him. They were out stroller shopping last night, and she would send a picture of Sean, and he's like pushing this, like modeling with his stroller. What stroller did he look best behind? Oh, so funny. They're adorable. They're so in love. He goes every doctor visit. Yes, that's the group we were talking about. I'm in Debbie's group, and some of the sisters are getting together, possibly while I'm out there, Lynn. So yeah, Debbie Riggs' group. yeah, so anyway, we'll see. But yeah, so he's gone like every doctor's visit. He's going, and I'm just tickled to pieces for her. She's just so happy, and Randy and I are both just thrilled. We love them both so much. So we're hoping Abby can come over. She's about 5 hours away, I think, driving 5 hours. She might just fly in. I don't know. We're hoping. She just finished a big job for Walmart, you guys. Watch the sports section at your Walmart. If you think about it, see if you see Abby in there, because they said it was an in-store shoot, and mostly she does e-com work out there, but this was her first time for Walmart, so she was excited. She just finished Volcom. She does a lot of companies I've never heard of before. There's several that I have. I know a lot of you have seen her in your shopping and stuff, but I'm excited to see her in Walmart. That'll be fun. So that's my youngest daughter. If any of you are like, what is she talking about? My youngest daughter, Abby, she's comes on here from time to time with me. And she's got her own page too. So yeah, you might not want to the last one she did. Oh my gosh. She made a story or whatever. Oh, you guys, I can't believe I'm telling you guys this, but she was in a very, very skimpy bathing suit with her kind of her butt hanging out. And she was with her boyfriend. And anyway, it was, I mean, she said it was a lot of work to do it. And I'm like, oh, honey, that's too much. You know, grandma watches, you know, great. My mom is on there. And I remember being really upset about her being like that. And I was getting my hair done one day, and my friend Tina did my hair back at the time. Well, Tina's passed away now, so that's why I kind of talk about it in past tense. But and we don't want to talk much about it because I'm still very sad about that. Anyway, I remember she did Abby's hair too. She did all of us girls in summer, and Abby and I. And I showed Tina, you know, I always showed her all of Abby's pictures, and she was so encouraging to Abby, and just, you know, just loved to see everything with her. So anyway, there was one, and she was really showing a lot of behind, and I was being mom, you know, like, oh my gosh, I was all upset about it. I've told you this story before. Tina looked at it, and she says, look at her. Why wouldn't you? I thought, you're right. Why wouldn't you? Because you can, and maybe you need to do it while you can. I don't know. It was just a little bit much for mom and me. Like, we never... If you ever see her on Instagram or you're watching her pages and you see anything like that, you'll notice my mom and I never hit the like. And I told her, I will like and I will support and I will comment all day long to help you out. But when you do that stuff, mom ain't liking it. I see it and I'll message her and say, you need to take that down. She's like, oh, mom, you know. Of course, everyone in California runs around in skimpy nothing anyway, sundresses and whatever, but in Ohio, we don't do that. Not like up there. So it's like, oh, but yeah, bless her heart. She's a pretty girl. So yeah, I hope she always stays that way. So anyway, you guys, oh my gosh, when I get on here, like, really? You are like my girlfriends. And we just talk from getting to the end. We had a lot of catching up to do. So anyway, it's nice to see you. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. I hope you loved all my treasures. I hope you think I did good. I know the fish is kind of weird, but it sure fits my decor, and I love all the nautical stuff. So it's just, you know, like I said, it's my basement. It's not my everyday thing. We don't go down there a whole lot, but it's something that even Randy likes too. So it's kind of fun when I find treasures like that. So anyway, I'm going to go clean up some of this, find a home for some of this stuff, and maybe look through some buttons. So I'll see you next time at the little house. I'll give you a little tour of it and we'll talk about it. And you guys can see, you know, why I'm processing and thinking about it. So anyway, thanks, Kay. Love back to all of you. Thank you for watching. And I'm sorry it's been so long, but I'm still here and I plan on coming back, and we'll do a sale. It'll probably be about a month, but this was my first time to do any shopping at all. So anyway, thank you. Thanks, Linda. Oh, you wish you had things like that. I know. I was so thrilled when Julie, we walked in that tent, and I just knew everything was going to be fabulous, and it was. And you don't see an antique show like that very often. You know, usually you got to go through some junk booths to get to a really good one. And I even said to you guys, this was a quality, this guy had great stuff. And then you go through the junk and then you get another really great one. And the good ones, you know, everything in that booth is authentic. And so, yeah. Oh, you loved your oh, Linda, see? I told you. We'll save the tree farm for more holiday time. You can get that one. I'm so glad you like them. I knew you would. I knew you would. Those candles are amazing. I didn't hear from anybody else, but I'm so glad. So glad. Oh, Lynn. Well, I'm going to go then. Lynn lost her sound, so I will see you all later. I'm glad you liked your candles, Linda. They're amazing. Tell your friends. They're on the website. TammyLovesVintage.com. So you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you again later. Bye-bye.